So excited to have a band that we have not had in the studio with us. Screech Owl is here, and they have an EP release party happening October 12th at the venue of Merging Arts, Voma in Cambria City. Doors open at 6:30, music at 7, free admission. Micah, that cannot be true.
It is free admission, or so they tell me.
Oh, tell us a little bit about what's going to happen here.
Yeah, it'll be us. We may have an opening band, we're not sure, or a solo artist, but we just want people to come out and have a good time and hopefully, support Voma with some donations and buy the EP. Yeah, that's the interest there.
It's an awesome venue. How do you describe the music of Screech Owl?
I would say it's rock and roll. I maybe started out thinking we were going to be a little bit more of a country-leaning band, and we have some of that, some of the alt-country Americana vibe in there, but at the end of the day, rock and roll.
Must be a pretty awesome thing to be able to share this with some guys you've known for quite a while.
Yeah, it's been a blast. And I've been playing in string bands as well as several of them in string bands together and in various bands like the Whiskey River Panhandlers and Straight Maple Hollow. But, so it's been a lot of fun to get together and make some louder noises.
That's awesome. Well, Micah Mood, always good to see you, man. Really appreciate it. Justin, as a member of this band, tell us about your role.
I think my role is partially songwriter, partially lead guitar player, partially vocalist.
Mm-hmm. And I know that you have been involved with Micah. You've been involved with Chris. Of course, you've been involved with your own brother for quite some time.
Yeah. Three people I wouldn't want to do this without. That's for sure. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah. Well, the guy that's sitting behind you right now, I'm not familiar with.
I feel he's the glue that holds it all together.
Really?
Interesting story how it came to be.
Okay.
Original lineup was the four of us, my brother Micah, Chris, and myself. Chris was on bass. He was doing a side gig. Chris was doing a side gig as...
Chris has a lot of side gigs.
Yeah, like as a stuntman for fairs. So he was standing up on a motorcycle that went south real quick, and he broke a shoulder?
Collarbone. Oh, that's right. No, I remember that.
Yeah, I've heard it both ways. Shoulder, collarbone. Micah happened to know Ryan because we had an important show coming up. The timing couldn't have been better for the fair accident. And so Micah said, "Hey, let me ask this guy if he wants to fill in."
Yeah.
And he filled in, and he did a great job. And Chris actually called me because Chris was at the show. Yeah. And he called me a week later. He goes, I had this dream. I'm not playing bass in that band anymore. Wow. Maybe I'll play rhythm.
Yeah.
And here we are.
So it worked out. Oh, man. That's a team player, that Chris Urbano.
He really is.
Really awesome. Yeah. So what can people expect the night of October 12th?
I think, like Micah said, just fun. We had a great time recording this. We recorded it at Voma. Having the release there is kind of a special thing. I mean, I can't speak for these guys, but for me, I'm very proud of these 6 songs. It turned out wonderful. Yeah. The songwriting and the recording and the end product, I'm really proud of. I'm just looking forward to sharing that with people.
Please introduce Ryan to our audience right now.
Bass player Ryan Stacy.
How's it going?
I'm doing well, Ryan. Tell us a little bit about yourself here.
Well, I've been playing music on and off all my life, it seems. Moved to Johnstown about 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. Been having a good time. Ran into Micah, played a little bit of music with him in another one of my projects. And like he told the fateful fair accident story with Chris.
Yeah.
After I came on, Micah one day said, "Man, just think what could happen if we push Chris down a well or something." But that's been great. I love the dynamic of the songs that these guys write, and it's been really fun playing bass, which I don't always do. I've played mostly guitar and other projects. So, yeah, having a great time.
Sometimes it's difficult to find guys that have common interests, but it's also nice to have varying styles as well, and it kind of creeps into what you do, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think about that a lot. It's interesting that we do have this kind of core of the music that we all seem to be familiar with and seem to like, but then we all kind of branch off into these outer edges of things that we all like individually, and sometimes that crosses a little bit. Yeah. But sometimes we'll be talking about a band or something, and one of us will be like, who are you talking about? Because it's just the Venn diagram only intersects in certain places. But it's great because, like you said, it gives us, I think, a lot of vocabulary to draw from and kind of a rich history of the different kinds of music that influence us.
Yeah, I look forward to hearing you play, man. Really good to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Chris Verbano, that well story is pretty good, because I know other people beyond musicians that would love to see you throw down a well as well.
Well, I had a good time down there.
Yeah.
I had a nice conversation with a Mexican iguana, and it was very enlightening. And it's just what actually led me to the dream of being the rhythm guitar player.
Oh, that's awesome. So what's the attraction with these guys here, man? Because, again, you've made music in many forms with different members of this outfit here. What is it about Micah? What is it about Justin? What is it about Mike that means you got to play with these guys all the time?
It's the music that binds us.
Mm-hmm.
The quest for something different. Like you said, we all have played different styles of music, but not in recent memory anything like this.
Right.
Basic songwriting duties handled by Micah and Justin they're coming up with stuff that's different and like way out of my realm of what I typically listen to, although it's very captivating.
Playing in front of a live audience and introducing new music, what's that like? What's that feeling?
It's always exciting. You're kind of encapsulated in your own little world, and then you're also have an eye out to see how everybody's reacting and responding.
Yeah.
And when it's good, it's great.
Yeah. No, it's great.
There's no better feeling.
What's it like, Mike, playing in a group with your brother? Do you guys have more freedom to criticize each other because of the blood connection?
Absolutely not.
No?
No. He gets mad. We actually started, it was just him and I 16 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, we added Chris with the Panhandlers, and then there was a time that we did something else together.
Right.
Doing this, and we're still, the Panhandlers are still kicking around, but this has been a labor of love, I think. Before Ryan joined, I was basically the utility
guy.
Right,
Oh, yeah. The Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, I was playing the rhythm guitar, and then they wanted keyboards added to some songs, and of course I'm not a keyboard player, but I said, hey, I'll do it. When we first started, they wanted some slide guitar and stuff, so I learned how to play a little bit of a lap steel, and then now I just play keyboards.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it. It's something totally different.
That's awesome. Yeah. Of the songs on the EP, is there one to you that really stands out? Is there one that you feel showcases what you do best?
Grit, that's one of my favorites, my personal favorites. And I think that the way it came together, it's not just a guitar song. You have the organ, and you can hear the organ and how it plays within the song, and the organ brings that song together.
Yeah, well, I certainly look forward to hearing all of these, and appreciate your time. Micah, if I can get you back one more time, what are we going to hear today?
We're going to hear the aforementioned Grit.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, that's a song written by Ryan. I believe Ryan and Justin worked it out a little. Mostly Ryan.
Well, we look forward to that. We also look forward to next Saturday, October 12th. Thank you so much for your time here today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having us. Papa said, boy, if I had me